Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance broke up with Liz, and he kind of somewhat sort of almost kind of actually cheated on her too. Let's use that word loosely, but he kind of somewhat sort of did. Here is the scoop, guys. The 90 Day Fiance single life tell-all was just on, and oh my god, it was actually really good. A lot of stuff happened, and I'm not going to waste any time. Here it is. Ed and Liz, yeah, they broke up. First, Ed got there. Ed told this ridiculous sob story. This is the thing I don't like about this guy. Now, if you don't already know, I am a really ugly crier. When I cry, I look disgusting. But Ed Brown, you know what, honestly, so does he. And his crying is just so fake, you guys. So he was sitting there before Liz got there, and he was talking. And then Fernanda, I think, asked him, hey, are you still with Liz? And Ed said, he was about to talk, then all of a sudden, he just started doing this stupid crying thing where he was sobbing in the middle of nowhere, and everyone was like, are you okay? And he was saying, it's just too soon. Okay, then Liz shows up, and you could just see Ed was like, oh crap. Now the guy can't lie, because earlier, he was just completely lying. So he was acting like his heart got broken, and this and that and all this stuff happened. Liz got there, and Liz basically said, listen, me and Ed were hanging out, we were fighting a lot, we were at his place, and finally Ed just said, you know what? The time has come, you have to leave. And Liz claimed that if Ed ever told her to leave again, because he already did, I think, and then she was like, if you ever did it again, 2 times, I'm done. I will never talk to him ever again. I will never be with him ever again. And that's kind of actually what happened. So I thought for sure Liz dumped Ed. I even heard rumors from Liz's second ex-husband, which that is like a mouthful, but I heard a rumor that Liz was seeing her second ex-husband behind Ed's back. I have no idea how true that's what her ex-husband had to say. And so I was kind of like, geez, did she cheat on him? But now it sounds like for sure we can confirm that Ed actually dumped Liz. What a crazy world we live in where Ed Brown is breaking up with girls that are like half his age. So yeah, he dumped her, and it was over that stupid little fight. Nothing even really went down. They were just fighting. Finally, he just told her to leave, and then that was it. Now, here is the cheating part of that whole thing, because it was literally 1 day later, Ed was spotted in Vegas on social media with 2 very young, beautiful-looking women, and Liz saw the picture. She was hurt. She was heartbroken. She basically saw it, and this is how she described it. She was like, we were together 24 or 36 or 48 hours at most, later, you were in Vegas with these 2 women, and that kind of draws up some questions where it's like, okay, if you were just to, go on this trip with these people, if you didn't meet them there and they actually went on a trip with you, it's like, geez, how long have you known them? Have you been talking to them for a while? So that kind of brings up some red flags too. But Liz she claimed she was heartbroken because her whole point being was, even so to this day, I'm still upset, I'm still sad. But she was like, well, Ed, it was 24 hours later and you were out and about with other people. So it's like, you couldn't have been that serious, you couldn't have been that sad if you were totally cool just jumping around that quick. And so all I'm going to say about Liz and Ed, well, we're almost done with them. So that went down. Then the whole Vegas thing went down. Ed went on and on and on, claiming that he's a liar. He never used the word liar. He used other words, like he's this bad person. He was using, not good words about himself, which, yes, the words are true. He is not a good person. He is a liar. But so he was going on saying that he's an idiot, and he said this, he said that, all that kind of stuff. And because the funniest thing was, Colton, Vanessa, Debbie, Molly, Fernanda, pretty much everyone there was siding against Ed. Everyone was like, Ed, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that. They were getting mad at the guy. And finally, he was just like, you know what? I am an idiot. I've made mistakes. I've done a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have done. And then that was around the time when Ed and Liz started to actually talk again off of camera. It was off of the stage, but it was still on camera. So they were talking. It all got mic'd and all got recorded. And yeah, that is when Liz told Ed that I still love you. And Ed was like saying he just wanted to be with her and this and that. And they were both kind of crying. They were very emotional. And then that's when the episode ended. So I don't know if these 2 are going to get back together. I don't know what is going to happen. I do know that the tell-all was filmed in New York, and there was a picture of Ed and Liz out sightseeing together, smiling, happy, in New York City. So for sure they were happy enough to be photographed together and go sightseeing. So it's like, I don't know where these two are in present day. Ed did just say he is single now in like a video he posted like yesterday. So I don't know if they get back together. I don't freaking know. But the one thing I want to say, because I have interviewed Liz, I have talked to Liz briefly, when I did the interview. But the one thing I want to say about her, if you are wondering, because if you're anything like me, you'd see Liz, she's a good-looking person, and we see Ed, his personality sucks, he's full of himself, he is a narcissist, and he's not the best-looking guy. So you'd probably say, is she using him? Is she using him for fame? Is she using him for money? What is it? And I'm going to say this one thing about Liz. The one thing I'm going to tell y'all is she's either absolutely madly in love with this guy, or she is absolutely using the guy for fame. It's one or the other. Nowhere in between. And I'm telling you guys, she is freaking in love with this guy, or oh my god, she used him like, I don't even freaking know. Like you don't even want to use, like I use this pen on a daily basis. She used the crap out of the guy. It was one or the other. So I don't know which one it is. That's kind of the point I wanted to end off with them, is that one of two things happened. Either she was in love with this guy, or oh my god, she's a freaking liar. And before we go on to the rest of the couples, I want to say a couple things. Number one, I love you guys so much. I freaking love you guys. I was watching a video on YouTube. I'll keep this real quick, I promise. I was watching a video on YouTube. It was about a person with diabetes. If you don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic. It was a person getting type 1 diabetes. She found out she had it. I literally was on my couch bawling my eyes out, and it was this full circle effect where I was just like, it dawned on me how much I love you guys on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram and now even TikTok. I absolutely, with my heart, love you guys. I wanted to say real quick, amazing things are happening. If you are in a rut, or if your life seems sad or boring or dull, I promise you, keep on pushing through, because amazing things are happening. And also, if you are new, I might as well just throw us out there too. If you are new, please hit the subscribe or follow button. But I just want to say real quick, I had this full circle moment before I filmed this video, and I was like laying on my couch bawling, and I just want to say I love you guys all so much. So now let's go back to the rest of the drama. Yeah, we saw Ed and Liz. Weird. I don't know where they even ended off. We saw Brittany. Oh wait, no, we didn't, because Brittany did not show up. Am I shocked? No, not really. The thing that does shock me though is, why did Brittany go on a second season of 90 Day Fiancé if she hated it so much? And she actually, well, I kind of know that answer. Okay, she did a video. Well, this is what happened, guys. She was on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life. She ended the season with this guy named Terrence, who, God bless his soul, a Michigander, a fellow Michigander, and oh my god, does he seem nice. A little too nice for Brittany. But yeah, they were together. They were on again, off again. He came, she didn't. She was nowhere to be found. She did fly to New York. She was at the hotel, but at like 2 in the morning, she vanished and ran away. Of course, Terrence called her, like 300 times, and she blocked him and never answered, and this, that, and the other. They couldn't get a hold of her. Finally, she answers the phone, and then there's the episode goes to the end, and now we have to wait till the next episode, which is next Sunday. So I don't know what's going to happen with Brittany. I have no idea. She doesn't come. She posted a video on, I want to say Instagram, basically just completely exposing 90 Day Fiancé and saying that they took her storyline and they lied and they did this and they did that, and so that is why she did not want to go on the tell-all. The thing I was going to say though is, why did she do a second season? This is not her first 90 Day Fiancé rodeo. Why did she come back if she hated it this much? But she did. She did Single Life, she hated it, and she wasn't at the tell-all. Everyone was freaking out. It was actually kind of funny, because, when the producer came in and said, Brittany's gone, and then, everyone was like, oh, really? And they weren't shocked. And Fernanda made a comment like, maybe she went back to Jordan, completely joking, being sarcastic, and Ed was like, hey, that's not cool. And it's like, Ed, you don't, Ed, stop trying to act like you care about everyone. Oh my god, you guys, I interviewed a lady who had a god-awful experience with Ed today. The interview's gonna go live in a couple days, and she exposed stuff that I don't even want to comment about Ed until I post the interview, but Ed really lately has just been turning me off. But anyway, y'all, so Brittany, she was not there. Terrence, he was there. Are they still together? Kind of, somewhat, sort of. They're on again, off again. Not really. I mean, they're probably just as a casual fling. That's probably, there's some flinging going on. It's a fling. That's really it. I don't think anything more serious than that. So we saw them. Brittany did not show up. We saw Molly and Kelly. They did not talk much. They're going to be more on the part 2 of the tell-all, because Louise, Molly's ex-husband, actually came, which is going to be really awkward and tense, and I'm not a fan of him at all. But, Kelly, I didn't love him. I liked him, but I didn't love him. I thought he was kind of hiding stuff. Now, after seeing them together after however many months it's been since the season aired, I think what is going on is this. I think Kelly is a very kind, genuine, nice person, and I think he was nervous to be on the show. He might have a little bit of baggage, and I think he was just nervous. He's a dorkier kind of a guy, too, and so he's probably just nervous dating Molly. It's like you're dating someone who's beautiful. Molly is beautiful. I think Molly is sweet. I think she's great. And so he was dating her. Yeah, he's nervous to begin with her, and then it has to all be filmed. So I think he was just nervous and he came off awkward, and so I wasn't a huge fan of him, but now that we're seeing him more, they were comfortable, they're still together, they're happy. The elephant in the room is the kid thing, because Kelly wants kids with Molly and she can't have any. So it is definitely an awkward situation, kind of, but I think I don't know. Okay, I actually have no idea. Maybe he will leave her, because he definitely does want kids. Either way, they looked happy. That was all we got to see with them. We got to see them, we got to see Brittany, we got to see Danielle. Y'all. We got to see Danielle. I don't know why am I saying y'all so much. We got to see Danielle, and it was honestly sad. She went on a handful of stupid dates that, if you want to be between you and me, can I tell you all a secret? I think they were completely fake, and they were staged with 90 Day Fiance, if I had to guess. But she went on a bunch of random dates. On the last episode, she went on like 2 dates with this guy. What was his name? I can't think. Oh, Robert. That was his name. Was Robert. He was just like a Midwestern, nice, kind of a farm-ish kind of a guy. He seemed real casual. You know, just a real cool Midwestern, nice guy. So I thought. And then they haven't been on another date since that last. So they went on their last date. They went to do the thing where you throw the axe, and that always kind of scares me. They went on that kind of a date. It was great. They had a great time. He seemed so happy. Danielle did a little bit of crying, but it went over well, I thought. But that was months and months and months ago. That date was probably filmed in maybe January. Here we are in April, I think, when this was filmed. Maybe this was probably filmed in March, maybe. And then I think that the date was probably done in, January, maybe even December. So it's been a good 4 or 5-ish months since they went on that last date. The thing I don't know is, where does Robert live? Because if Robert lives in a different state, then we can talk and say, okay, you know what? I can justify him not being able to go out with her. But if he lives in Ohio, I can't do it. I think he's full of crap. That is ridiculous. It has been months and months and months. He claims that his car got stolen. Then he had health issues. Then he had this. Then he had that. Then this, that, and the other. I don't really know how true that is. It seemed like he kind of just lost interest. He was there for it. He was acting positive, you know what, Danielle's great. I think she's amazing. He didn't seem very interested. I mean, my whole point is just, if you are interested, would you really want to wait 3, 4, 5 months to see her again? To me, I would say no. So that's all I'm going to say. It was kind of awkward. Mohammed did come. He was mad. Not at Danielle. Not at Robert, not at Danielle's friends, who were also there. No, y'all. He was mad at the 90 Day Fiance producers and Sean. He was so mad at Sean because she kept asking question after question after question. Did you use Danielle? Did you come here for a green card? And Mohammed was like, hey, that was 7 years ago. The past is the past. I've moved on. Danielle has moved on. We're friends now. Let us live our lives. Stop asking us these questions. So he was upset. He got really verbal, and he just shut his camera off and left. And I kind of don't blame him. So that went down with him. Then what else we got to see? So that went down with Danielle too. Kind of sad. I don't know, her and Robert, they're going to try and kind of make it work, supposedly. I think he is a nice enough guy, but he must have lost interest, because really, are you really going to wait that long to see her again? Probably not. We also got to see Colt and Vanessa. A couple things. They're still engaged. They're still together. They're still doing, for the most part, for Colt and Vanessa, they're still doing pretty well. So that was kind of shocking. Debbie did show up. She didn't have anything to say. She had very little to say besides just to Ed. Her and Ed went head to head. That rhymed. They went head to head. They were going at it. Ed just wanted to get more airtime. Honestly, that's all that happened. Ed wanted more airtime. He just started screaming at Debbie for no apparent reason. He was mocking Colt for living with his mother. And you want to know who Ed lives with? Not his lady friend, not his daughter, not no one else, but his freaking mother. It's the same thing as Colt. So for anyone at that television making fun of Colt for living with his mom, Ed is probably the last one too. But he was, and of course Debbie was screaming back at him. Colt, Vanessa. Colt was getting verbal with Ed. Everyone else he was pretty cool with. You know, he was kind of mocking Danielle at one point, but for the most part, he was cool. They seem happy. Vanessa's big worry is that, you know, Colt, he did cheat with her, and so she's worried that maybe he won't ever be happy, won't ever be satisfied in life, and that's a real concern. I get it, but it's like, I think they seem pretty content. They seem pretty happy. They're an odd couple, but I kind of just see them working. It's very weird, but they like just kind of work. But by they, I mean Vanessa and Colt. Very odd, but yeah, they kind of seem like super happy. So Colt and Vanessa, they're still together. They're still doing well, and then Jess and her man Brian come on the tell-all in the next part of the tell-all. So we saw that. We did see Fernanda. Fernanda was there. She was quiet. Nothing was going on. She's living in Miami. She has her new man. She's happy. Robbie does come. If you don't know who Robbie is her ex-boyfriend, barely even. Not even really a boyfriend. He does come on the show virtually in the next episode. No, not this episode. So that was pretty much it. Colt, Ed, Danielle, Brittany was not there. Fernanda. Who else am I forgetting? So I think that was it. 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Tell-All. It was pretty freaking good. Honestly, the drama with Ed and Liz was just more strange and bizarre. And like I said, I sat on my couch and I just kept telling myself, either Liz loves this guy like you wouldn't even believe, or oh my god, she's using him. So that's all I'm gonna say, y'all. I don't even know which side to pick. I don't even really care at this point. I don't know what happens to these two. I don't know if they're still together. I have no idea. Well, y'all, 90 Day Fiancé Single Life, look behind me. I made that big poster. Read the poster, y'all. Amazing things are happening. I love you guys all so much. Like I said, I'm just my emotions, man. I don't even know why. I'm like, I don't even know. My emotions are so high. I feel like lately I've been like in a full circle moment in life where it's like I really have taken a step back in my life, and I look at this sign every day, and I literally just about bawl my eyes out when I read this sign. This sign. You guys probably think I'm so crazy, but this sign, I love that meaning behind that sign and life and you guys. I mean, and I have 109,000 subscribers on YouTube. Facebook is crazy too. I can't believe that. Like, it's almost been 2 years since I started this channel. I started the channel in August 5th of 2019, and so it's just like for the growth and the people I've met. Now, I've never met anyone in person, but everyone virtually. But the friends I've made from this channel and the stuff I've been able to do and what I can just come on video and talk, and it's so much fun. I mean, it makes me want to just bawl my eyes out of joy. So I can't say thank you enough. I mean, I love you guys all so much. And when I watched that video of a person getting type 1 diabetes, it just, I don't know, brought my whole life full circle. I love you guys all so much. Well, anyway, sorry for that whole little emotional rant. But I seriously, you guys just mean the world to me. Amazing things are happening, y'all. I love you guys. And hey, amazing things are happening.